All right, Rick Ross, it is your big weekend here in Atlanta, or in Fayetteville to be specific. Your car and bike show has gotten bigger and bigger every year. Is it going to get even bigger this year?
Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. It's an amazing feeling. And you know, for Rose, it's all about something beginning as a dream. Got 350 acres, my front yard. This is a passion. We entrepreneurs. Let's create something. Let's create a partnership with the community. And that's what we've done. Every year we've invested more into it, and it's only got better and better and better. So I'm excited about this weekend. I'm inviting all the families out. Come out, just have something to eat. Come look at the beautiful bikes, the cars, the networks, the celebrities, the entrepreneurs. It's a great vibe.
Why do you keep this going? You got so many other things going on, but why do you keep this particular event going?
Because it's something that I truly love. I know what it means if you're growing up somewhere and you really don't have nothing else to hold on to, but listening to somebody down the street, their visions. You watch someone work on a car for 2 years, get it painted, come back, the way the streets celebrate. It's something that's, that meant a lot to me. It's a part of my culture, the same way music was. You know, my passion for automobiles were the same, so as I bought them, me being the boss, it only makes sense. Let's open the gates to the promised land for the ones that really want to come and share that experience.
I know you've been working with police this year because some of your neighbors are not happy always when this event comes around. There's been concerns about overcrowding, illegal parking. Some have just said the event can get kind of unorganized. How are you addressing some of those concerns this year?
I mean, we've only got better and better dealing with, traffic and things like that. Like I said, it began as a dream. So the only way you could get better and perfect things is after you do them. And for all my young dreamers, create your dream and follow it through. There will be mishaps, but you make sure you keep your heart in the right place. You make sure there's been no violence. And one time for all my neighbors that supports the car show, that writes the letters, leave the letters at the front gate in the mailbox. I want to see this happen, and that's who I do it for.
But you have been working to make sure that things are orderly this year, more orderly than in the past.
Oh, most definitely, without a doubt. It was just making sure everyone got in and out smoothly. But there's never been any violence. There's never been any nonsense. There's never been any foolishness. And I say, let's focus on that. And for all the young kids that want to be bosses and have dreams, this is what comes with it. It won't be easy, but you make sure you put your most into it, and this will be the results.
Yeah.
A great event, something that makes history every year.
Thousands of people love it. You joked about a year ago that you might consider running for mayor of Fayetteville.
Yeah, I did.
Have you given any thought to that beyond that statement?
When I said it, I actually thought about it because I was like, if you're doing something positive and you actually bring in, you're giving some youngsters opportunities, it's jobs. Every gas station, every hotel, it affects the financial situation for everything that's around us, and it's all positive.
Yes.
You know what I mean? My energy is positive as a boss. We could be doing so many other negative things, but let's focus on the positive, and that's all we've done. And one time for Harley Davidson, Rockford Fosgate, AutoZone, Slippery Soap, all these huge corporate brands that see the vision.
Yeah.
Barrett Jackson, of course.
Let's talk about some of the things you are working on right now. You talked about AutoZone, and you've got a special product, a partnership. Talk about that.
Right. Well, Slippery Soap, this is another brother, young dreamer that I met at the first annual car show. Former NFL player who had his own product, his own Slippery Soap. We sat down, we came up with an idea, a concept of coming together. That's what we did. It had a great response, a great reaction. Here we are as a joint first in select AutoZones, and this is a huge situation that came together at the first annual car show, and I think that's the big picture. And I'm looking to meet all other type of entrepreneurs, and it's vice versa. But that's what it's about. We got to create these environments where people know it's positive, it's big business, it's big money, it's big celebrities, it's huge athletes, and why not do it here in Fayetteville? I opened my gates to my home.
Yeah.
We didn't go to a convention center. That's something that we should celebrate as a whole.
Have you ever considered perhaps, as it gets bigger, moving it out of your estate?
It's not about just getting bigger and making the most money I can make. Like I said, the vision for me was the fact that I was a young dreamer that began making music, bought some real estate, when it was sitting there for years, everybody rode past Evander Holyfield real estate. And I accepted the challenge. I stepped up, invested in it, and here we are. I think that, for me, that's what I would take if I was sitting on the other side of the lens.
That's remarkable. Speaking of the music you just mentioned, you're coming up on a pretty big milestone next year, 20 years since your debut studio album, Port of Miami.
Right.
How are you celebrating, and is there new music on the way?
There is. There is, and I'm gonna let you know right here, there is new music on the way. Ricky Rose, me and Pharrell, we actually shut down one of the biggest bridges in Paris last month for the actual video, so I'm gonna be releasing a new single with the visual as well, and finishing up my album, as well as my artist, Nino Breeze. I just had him out on a tour with me, and we doing what we love most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. You spend a lot of your time here in Atlanta, of course, Fayetteville, but you also spend a lot of time back in Florida. What keeps you here in Atlanta? I always like to ask artists who could be anywhere.
When I was young, I always loved what Atlanta represented. Being black, being strong, being creative. This was the first city I ever came to, and I remember seeing 3 and 4 recording studios on the same street. I said, what the hell is this? Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is what dreams come true, you know what I mean? So I wanted to come and enjoy and share in that moment, in that experience. In my own ways, I invested in Atlanta, and Atlanta invested in me in different ways. And I believe as young entrepreneurs, sometimes you have to travel. You have to leave home, go other places, meet other people, share those ideas and put things together.
Yeah. Last question. This is Men's Health Month, and I know you in the past have talked a lot about taking control of your health. You lost weight. You look good. You were up to 350 at one point, right?
I was.
You look good. You really eating better. You're working out. What does a healthy Rick Ross look like? How are you taking control of your health right now?
Well, it's just really, for me, it's all about your diet. You know, and a lot of times I break the rules. I want a chili dog with sauerkraut. I want a 20-piece. You know what I'm saying? All flat, lemon pepper. But it's all about your diet. And stay active, guys. We got to stay active. Whatever you got going on, there's no excuse for not getting up, making sure you're stretching. You do 100 toe touches. Make sure you get out with your buddies and just go biking, go walking, go whatever it is. You have to stay active if you want to live a long life. And that's simple. If you want to tap out early and, you know, everybody put your t-shirt on, just don't do nothing.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Thank you, Rick Ross. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Awesome.